This video is step-by-step instructions of how to move to Europe as an American with a visa. You don't have to know anything about anything to do this. This video just goes over if you're a beginner and have no idea where to start. So I am moving to the Republic of Ireland with my husband and 2 small children next month. And this entire process took 7 months. Yep. 7 months, and our flights are booked. So from beginning to end, 7 months, if that gives you an idea. The first thing you should know, I'm moving to the Republic of Ireland, not Northern Ireland. That's part of the UK. So Republic of Ireland is a sovereign country. Doesn't really matter. A lot of these visa rules and a lot of the things I'm going to say in this video apply regardless of what country you're going to. So first step, if you would like to move abroad, the first step you should do is research, basically. So make the decision you want to move abroad. Second is research the country that you want to go to. Research the things that you care about. I cared about quality of life. I cared about cost of living. I cared about family-oriented, basically culture, and ended up narrowing it down to Germany and Ireland. And when I said research, I looked at blogs. I looked at parenting blogs. I looked at just Google and lists of countries, the best countries to live in based on like a lot of different factors. Look at the factors you care about and make a list. It came down to me for us to Germany and Ireland, and we ended up going with Ireland because they are native English speaking, as well as known for being super, super open to outsiders and foreigners. So once you have your country in mind, the next step is this basically is going to apply to you if you are a remote worker or you have what's considered critical skills. And if you would like to go look up what the critical skills lists are in Ireland, it's citizensinformation.ie. That is the website that is going to give you a full list of all of the jobs that are deemed critical. And it's basically what you think would be. It's a lot of healthcare jobs. It is contracting, IT professionals, production managers, engineering professionals, health professionals, like I said, nursing and midwife, teaching, educational professionals. So there is a list. I'm looking at it right now. I fall under the sales, marketing, and related associates professionals because I work in tech and I'm in revenue operations and work across those fields. So again, remote worker, or you were on this list. It is a list that is changing, but that's going to basically fast track you. Whatever country you're trying to apply for, they're usually going to have a critical skills list, which basically means we will favor your visa application because we are lacking these professionals in our country. So the first thing I did was I asked my HR professional at my work how much it costs for them to employ me in terms of benefits. So I already know my base salary, but I wanted to know 401k, healthcare, dental care, matching, all of those things that they're paying into, how much did that cost them per year? I did a lot of research and I reached out to a lot of friends and I found a company that is called Oyster, Oyster. They're a company that provides partner employment in countries where your current employer does not have an entity. My company, solely American, doesn't have an Irish entity or anywhere else for that matter. What they do is you pay them a fee. Mine is $8,000 per year. I don't pay it, my company does. And they basically help you with the visa process yourself, and you technically end up working for one of their partners while working for your American company still. What I did was I got that list from my HR professional and I had the number of how much it costs for them on top of my salary to pay for me. And I compared it to what it would cost with Oyster. And it ended up saving them $2,000 per year. So I presented it to them. I went to my HR professional. She took it to the CEO. He approved it because it was kind of a no-brainer for them because it didn't hurt them. They were paying me the same, conversion into euros, of course, salary, but it saved them money because they weren't going to pay into my 401k. They weren't paying for my healthcare. Obviously, American healthcare doesn't work abroad. So it kind of was just made sense for them. There's no skin off their nose. They have a service that takes care of it for them. So they signed the paperwork. My company was pretty chill about it, but I made an economic case. And at the end of the day, your company is going to care about the bottom line. So Here's my visa application that says critical skills employment. From there, I signed the contract with Oyster. We submitted my application. I had to beef up my resume to make sure that it was going to show the requirements of what critical skills requirements were needed for me to get the visa. I wasn't lying, but it was just like I needed to highlight and make sure they understood the parts of my job that did qualify for the critical skills visa. It took about 5 weeks from submission to get an approval for my visa. And I'm moving to Ireland in a month. So we're renting our house here. We are selling our cars. The cost of living is about half in Ireland. So even with buying a car there, a used car, and renting a house that costs quite a bit more than our mortgage here, we're still saving a ton of money because we don't have childcare. My husband's going to take a break from work. We are saving on just lots of things that house repair costs, not paying for cars here because we don't need 2 cars. So that's how you do it. That's one way. I know Oyster works in basically like 200 different countries. So regardless of what country you decide to apply for, Oyster will help you do this. There's also another company called Remote, Remote, that also helps with this type of thing. They don't handhold you as much as Oyster does. So I would recommend Oyster because you pay them a contract fee and they like basically take care of the rest. I never had to apply directly through the Irish Department of State. I worked with Oyster and they helped me submit my application via them. So that's how we're moving to Europe in 7 months, start to finish. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm sure I missed a lot of different stuff, but yeah, make a list, decide where you want to go, research how much your company is paying you. If you're remote or if you are critical skills, it's going to be really easy. The Irish website, that's citizensinformation.ie, has the whole visa application process. It'll tell you step by step what to do if you do fit the critical skills application. And the visa is for 2 years. So hopefully this was helpful. I don't know if I'll come back. Yeah, anyway.